Alright guys, I'm back here. It's Monday, and I'm back here with the 5.3 liter junkyard S197 swap. So, started off by taking all the bolts off and everything, cleaning the heads out of them. And I sprayed this out of the motor black, just to see, the block black, just to see how it would look. Looks a little better. It's not the color it's going to be, but it just made it, give me an idea of what it'll look like. I got paint coming now from AutoZone. It's high temp paint. It's a bright color because I kind of like bright colors on my block. And then the add-ons will be aluminum and stuff like that. Intake manifold will probably be black and stuff like that when I get my carb manifold and everything. But I got all my bolts, well, at least the heads of them, all cleaned up. I don't know if I'm going to take the heads off or if I'm just going to pull the oil pan, make sure everything's good, and just leave it alone and send it. This motor, like I said in the last video, does have the 862 heads. I do want a set of 243s since they're just a lot better, I've been hearing from everyone. So if I get a set of those, I'll just yank those off because either way we're doing a cam. So I guess we'll get back to it, but I'll see you guys when I get the paint and start taping this thing off and get it all ready. Make it not look so shitty, but it's definitely come a long way since when I first picked it up. So all right, I'm back. I painted it, obviously. I used that. It doesn't look as shitty anymore. It's more of a 5-footer. I'm not that mad at it. This thing went from a solid 1 out of 10 to maybe a 3. Maybe. It is a 5.3 though. I just checked, and it does have disc top pistons. But this isn't the block color. I just sprayed it with that aluminum stuff, so it would look a little better. I can't knock all this rust off, but it's not gonna hurt me that much. I'm not gonna see it that much. But for the most part, this thing don't look too bad. On camera, it might look great. We're gonna need a different pulley. Pretty sure about that. I don't know for sure yet. I don't know. I want an IAT one, but not bad. Yeah, don't hose me. Yes, I painted on top of these heads. I'm not planning on using these heads for long. But for right now, it gets it going. It gets it going. But so far, this is where we're at. Like I said, I sprayed it all with this VHT high temp. I think this is flat aluminum. Yeah, flat aluminum. There it is. Part number from your local AutoZone. And the black I didn't use on this at all. I used that on that. So that's how this thing turned out. And it doesn't look too shabby, if I had to say so myself. I can turn the brightness down. There you go. Not too bad. Like I said, solid 1 to a solid 3. But whenever I get my block paint, thank God there's AutoZone somewhere in the world. And whenever they show the fuck up, we'll get that done. And I'm going to take the oil pan off and check bearings and stuff before I pull the heads. That way I don't have to do all this stuff. I mean, either way, I got to do it for a cam, but we'll be back. All right, we're back. I got the oil pan off, got the windows tray, oil pickup, everything's off. Bottom end is a little dirty. Not really that bad, honestly. I've seen worse. Could be a lot worse, honestly, too. I'll turn the light on so you guys can see down in there, but there's the number on the crank. Timing chain looks good. You can see the cam way down there. I don't know how well you're going to see that, but it doesn't look too beat up. Pretty nice. Spins pretty good too. Obviously, I checked that before buying it. But for the most part, this is all pretty nice. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit and, put new gaskets on her and make sure everything's running good. But for the most part, this is all done. And the paint just came for the block. So we'll be doing that right after I put that back together. And we'll be back, and this block will be a different color. Or at least, probably going to pull the balancer off too if I have the tool for it. I don't know. I know a lot of guys say these things are a pain in the ass, so we'll see. Bam! Look at that. I mean, damn. Look at that. My dud turned into a duck. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Look at that. No. I'm extra, okay? Look at that. I mean, still a solid 5-footer. Don't get too much on it. Don't act like it's beautiful. On camera, it might be gorgeous. Stop fucking it up. But it's definitely a lot better than what it was. So yeah, this is the new color scheme for the motor. It ain't perfect. We are getting a new valley cover. I'll probably paint the new one too. New timing cover, because this one is not perfect. Obviously, I messed up little things here and there, but it doesn't look bad. Sorry for the noise. There's a 2-valve leaving, and you know, got the other Mustang out there. But yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. I thought it was gonna come out a lot worse. I think it's loud sometimes. Doesn't look too bad, if I'm gonna say so myself. Yeah, just taped off the heads, taped off the timing cover a little bit. I pulled the oil pan, and I did check bearings and everything was fine. The motor had great oil pressure and stuff like that. So I really wasn't too worried about bearings. We are gonna do the cam, like I've said a million times. So it will be coming apart again. I'm gonna try and pull the cam without pulling the heads, but I want some different heads anyway. So this is basically just so it looked better to me, and I didn't have to look at this thing being all ugly like it was before. Now, it being all primer wasn't too bad, but this isn't bad now. Yeah, that's it. Painted up the block, timing cover, the heads, the valley, oil pan. We're not going to use this oil pan. I have to get a Holley, I think it's a 302-2, something like that, for the swap, since it's more of a rear sump pan. This one's rear sump, but I just heard it doesn't work. I don't understand, but it just doesn't. So that's the end of that. This is how it's gonna look. We might do something cool with the valve covers. Don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. We thought of like an American flag kind of design, but it's kind of hard to do with that type of valve cover. There are some ones by Texas Speed that we were gonna think about getting. I think Cletus did a set on his 427, which came out really good. I'll put up a picture of how we expect the motor to look. But, you know, I don't have PRC heads or anything like that motor had, but I will put the picture up of what I wish this motor would look like, but I'm doing this on a budget. So that's gonna be about it for now until we get some parts on it. But at least it looks better. A lot better. And I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. And can you guys start fucking subscribing? Like 90% of you aren't subscribed. Like it really hurts my soul sometimes. Like I look at my analytics and it's just 90%. No, not subscribed. I need subs. Okay? To keep this boat going. I like making videos, but still, I'd like people to watch. Now that my rant's over with, this is it. It's done. It looks pretty. I got a bunch of old stock parts here. I did test out the manifolds, flipping them around, so they are going to be facing forward on both sides. We're going to run them out the front bumper on my car. So basically, a manifold's going to come out and it comes around down here somewhere, and then we're going to go out, up, and then back out the bumper. Basically on both sides. Shut up.
Oh my God.
I tried, okay? I still have to remove some exhaust studs that are busted off in there. But I'm happy, and if I get a different set of heads, I don't have to remove them at all then. Here's my pile of parts. I don't know what I'm gonna do about alternator brackets and anything like that. All I'm gonna run on this is the alternator. No power steering, no AC, obviously. I don't want all them amenities because it's not daily, I guess. Not really essentially is. We're trying to build a budget race car. And I got this big old truck manifold and, you know, the other truck manifolds. And all the brackets and all this other extra stuff sitting around here. I would like to run an electric water pump, but if not, we'll try and make that one work after we take the fan off, since I have electric fans on my car. So I'll just wire that up to a switch. I think Moroso, or I forget who does, makes a switch panel that we can set this thing up with and just run it off the car. We're gonna move the batteries to the trunk and a couple other things to try and shift the weight around, since the front end is gonna be a lot heavier. I don't know if we're gonna get a fuel cell. I'm gonna try and do it a stock tank with some Russell's fittings that go from EFI. My EFI gas tank, we're gonna run an aeromotive fuel pressure regulator to the carb kit, and that'll be it. Just because I don't feel like running the lines for a fuel cell, we'll just run out the stock stuff. And I have a new fuel pump in the car, so it'll work. But that'll be it, and we'll check you guys out later.